Hi guys, welcome to the Goddess System. I'm Sahar. I'm going to do your love reading for you. Your choices of objects are here. Number one, I have the copper sphere. Number two, I have the obsidian sphere. And number three, I have this beautiful sparkling shell. So keep your person in mind while you get grounded and relax. You can pause the video if you want and take as much time as you need. Choose the object you are most drawn to. Timestamps are below. I have to take that off because it keeps rolling. And I'll see you in your reading. Hello, my beautiful love angels. I would like to do your reading about how he's feeling, and this is if you chose this copper sphere. I really love holding this thing. It's so life affirming. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with a 12 card spread from the Universal Tarot, and then go into the other decks intuitively to look at how he's feeling about you right now, and what's going on in the connection overall. I'll also be looking at some channeled messages out of my little jar here. I wrote them from automatic writing and channeled them and hand wrote them. So just let's have a look what's going on here. What is going on? How does he really feel about you guys? Pile number one. Wheel of Fortune, Prince of Wands, Queen of Wands, Ten of Wands, Ace of Cups, Five of Wands, Prince. So you've got three princes on the deck. That's a good sign. I have the Empress on the deck, Seven of Cups, Two of Swords, Eight of Wands, Ace of Swords, Temperance, and Eight of Cups. Okay, let's take a look here. So Wheel of Fortune, Prince of Wands, and Queen of Wands. So these two energies, to me, together would be that there's a difference in maturity between you two. That could be chronologically, that there could be an age difference, but there could be just a maturity, like spiritual growth, or even where you are in your life kind of difference between you guys. And the Wheel of Fortune in the center here is really cueing me to look at the spinning wheel and the karmic the karmic nature of this relationship, of the natural timing that you guys kind of karmically met, like a stroke of luck, and having this almost like this, a night to remember, or 4 days to remember, like unforgettable time that that has really brought him a lot of joy and a lot of happiness, and kind of opened his world into the possibilities that he didn't know existed. This type of feeling, like you showed me, I'm getting this, like you showed me these things that I didn't know could be. So that's the kind of energy I'm getting. I'm also getting this, that you were introducing him to things that, that could be sexuality, could be things like foods or cultural things. It was worldly pleasures that you introduced him to, that he really enjoyed, and didn't really you know before he knew you. And so I have 5 of Wands and 7 of Cups next to the Temperance in this area here. Why are these here? I am getting, you know, there's a lack of moderation maybe, and there's a bit of a like I'm seeing these two guys fight with each other, and there's I'm looking at this card, somebody you know, bending over, having empty cups and some full cups around them, but they are lost in their thoughts and lost in memories of lost love and of being forlorn, you know, really craving or missing someone, not realizing that they have happiness within reach, but being lost in their emotions, in their fear of in their fear of the of what could cause, what this could cause. Somehow this union could cause them pain, or it has caused them some pain. So now they're just kind of like, you know, in this world of memory and sorrow, not realizing that the thing itself is within reach. Like, it is within reach. The cups and the crown and the rose are within reach of this person here. If you can see it, I'm going to try to get it. I don't know with this camera, but you know, there are 7 cups that are full and spilling, and there's everything here. There's only one snake here, you know, there is one snake, and there is something that was disappointing, and something, you know, something like a competition, or something that made them feel threatened and insecure. And this person has all the cups and all the tools around them, but they are lost in memories of the past. So and that is mostly, there is some good memories, and there is some great desires, and they see you as this great source of pleasure and love for them, but they have this these memories and this pain and this worry when they feel threatened, or their ego felt threatened, and they're in this world of pain. So they are kind of lost in this world of pain. So I have the Prince of Swords and the 2 of Swords and the 8 of Cups on this side. So again, another Prince energy, which is a youthful energy. And the Prince of Swords to me is like a little bit of an ego-driven energy, that is not filling their own cups with pleasure. They are, you know, they are thinking about the past, they're contemplating about the past, sitting there wanting things. And like, if you notice, there are empty cups here, and there's a broken ship. So they were going somewhere, like something was going somewhere, and there was a storm that hindered the boat from reaching its destination. So there's a lot of water energy here. So I do see physical pleasure and passion and emotion playing a great role in this connection, but there's also immaturity, there's some ego, and there's a lot of illusion about what pain is. And there's a lot of, you know, there might have been some moments where you've had bad words with each other, or misunderstandings, or not seeing eye to eye about how things should be. And there's this worried energy, like somebody really feeding themselves a bit of a drama story, like a soap opera story on, you know, why this didn't happen, and not really taking responsibility for their own side of it. Uh, you know, just a little immature, um, yeah, a little bit immature, and needing to heal their wounds, needing to heal as a person, like their childhood wounds, to grow into more of a king energy. And I don't know if I see that king energy happening, although there are lots of really good cards on your deck. I do see some obstacles coming up in the next little while. In the connection in general. There's a 10 of Wands and an 8 of Wands surrounding a Prince of Pentacles up here, and for me that's a very youthful energy again around, you know, maybe having the intention of propagating this connection, but I do see some hastiness and definitely an overburdening. Um, like it's all more than he can handle. Maybe he doesn't know how to become the person you need to be with, or he will be hasty. Like he's kind of got this hasty energy, kind of acting before he thinks, you know, talking before he thinks. Um, so that could really cause misunderstandings and make you feel like, well, what did you mean by that? And is this is not what I, you know, what I was thinking would happen. This is not who I need you to be. So this is the kind of feeling I'm getting from the overall connection, that you are ready, like you are the Empress, you're the Queen of Wands, and he sees you that way, you know, and you've got a lot to give, you've got a lot to offer, and really, you know, sees that, and great pleasure to be had in this great connection, but kind of lacking maturity to fulfill on the real time of it, to ground this connection into reality. That doesn't mean that in the long run he can't come around and grow into becoming, you know, what you need him to be, because you do have 3 princes on your deck, which is a sign of success and new beginnings. Um, but you know, at this time right now in the connection, you are the desirable one, you are the mature one, you seem to be the one that's ready for the world of love and pleasure and union. And he's just kind of like, yeah, I want to be this knight in shining armor, I want to be your king, but not quite in the king vibration yet. The divine male can take over once we heal our wounds, and you are in your divine female energy. I am feeling that, and I feel that you're like, no, this is what I want, this is what I want, and you have your boundaries, and you have inspired him to become this. He might fall short in the short run. In the long run, no telling really, like this is a connection where you're both gonna grow, and it's definitely real. He has real I do see real feelings. You are definitely that lady that inspires him, that makes him want to be a better man. He just might fall short because he's got no idea what he's doing. And he's, you know, you don't always know. Don't blame the kid. So there's definitely true feelings here for him. I'm just going to look at some channeled messages here. Oh, come on. Speak your truth. So I think there is one thing definitely for him that maybe he's been putting off telling you how he sees you and how he feels, given that he's got these memories and these wounds and these worries and this bit of an ego. And the lack of maturity, that he doesn't know how to become this person, that he's actually the one holding back from speaking his truth. And you can inspire him speaking the truth by speaking your own truth with the greatest intention of peace and love, right? There is that. And when you do that and you become the leader and set the tone, often you can inspire somebody to grow into that very high level divine communication energy. But you know, if you're not talking right now, you know, he will need to do some healing before he can come out and speak his truth, which, you know, most likely he will. Let's see. Another one. I want you. So there's a lot of sexual attraction, there's a lot of passion, there's he thinks you're very attractive, he thinks you're super gorgeous and beautiful and wants to make love to you and wants to experience your pleasure. He wants to give you pleasure and wants all of that. Yeah. Yeah, he does really want you. He has lots of passion. He thinks you're smoking hot. Like definitely. Okay, one more message. That's cute. I like that. Heart chakra. Okay, so when these connections happen, this is for both of you, and this is for the connection itself. This has to do with both of your heart chakras, especially his, but connection has its own chakras as well, and that means that it's a mutual healing that's required. So heart chakra healing is required right now. I do have a heart chakra meditation on my YouTube channel. There's lots available everywhere. You can start by, you know, wearing lots of green or going to see a forest even. Working with rose oil, rose and jasmine oils really help open the heart chakra. So I would recommend that for this connection. You work on doing some heart healing, and if he's not open to heart chakra and chakra healing, and if you're not talking right now, or if you are talking and he's not open to that, if he is open to that and you guys talk about this, you know, do some heart chakra meditations together, or maybe bring that up. If he's not open to that, you can do distance healing and imagine his heart, you know, in the green light, really healing and protecting. You can send him that healing energy and send yourself that healing energy as well. So I do recommend that for you guys. I'm gonna pull one you know, Kuan Yin Oracle card as some self-care advice for you guys in this connection. So let's see, what does the Copper Sphere need to know in this connection, or need to do? The Threshold. Okay, so that's a really pretty card. Let's see, why the Threshold? I feel like you're getting, yeah, it's definitely, I do see this green ribbon around this woman, and I do see more of the heart chakra energy coming out, and a woman with great boundaries and a really strong, loving heart. And I'm gonna get a message for you out of the book. They have these beautiful prayers in here, like a mantra that you can say to yourself in the mirror, or just right now when you get into a really peaceful state, that will raise your vibration to a greater place of love. So let's see. The threshold. At the threshold you stand. Before you lies a way of being that is beyond fear. It is a sacred passing through a karmic veil into a new life of empowerment, peace, spiritual service to humanity, and joy in your own soul. Beautiful. Okay, the prayer, so the affirmation is, may I be blessed under the compassionate love and protection of Kuan Yin as my soul prepares to cross the threshold from fear to love in all dimensions of my being. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. So it's 3 times. So do like and subscribe if you like this video. I do hope it helped you. Check out my free ebook that I've linked to below for more tips and advice on how to become irresistible and become the divine feminine. Hi guys, welcome to your reading. This is your love reading with messages and hi guys, this is your love reading if you chose the Obsidian Sphere. Excuse me, the Obsidian Sphere. Let's see what I've got for you. So I'm going to be looking into a 12 card spread for you. And then go into the other decks intuitively as we go along. Okay. Hope you guys are doing really well today. So how does it feel about you? And looking into the overall connection between you guys. Prince of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, the Hangman, 3 of Pentacles, King of Wands. I need more space here. 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, that's good. Okay, Princess of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, that's good. 2 of Pentacles, the Hermit, okay. Okay, what is this deck? Whoa, this is a crazy deck. You have 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, and the Hangman for your overall connection and for like his energy in this connection. 6 of Pentacles and the Hangman around 9 of Wands. So there is definitely the new beginning and sort of the rite of passage into the next stage by making sacrifice. So it's like somebody putting in some effort, making some sacrifices to come to the next stage and coming forth with something like an offer and really wanting to do what it takes. That's good. That's beautiful. Yeah, somebody being pretty fixed on a vision and making that happen, like seeing themselves as really capable and being very serious and pretty emotional about this. Well, that's beautiful. So let's see what the thought energies are So somebody's overcoming some strife. That could be like a legal situation when the Justice card is here, or somebody deciding to break something off or putting an end to a situation that was no longer working for them, and turning their back on something that wasn't working. You know, like things that weren't the people that weren't communicating with them, things that weren't fulfilling them, and overcoming hurdles and obstacles in the recent past. And this is yeah, and they're looking to forge on to a new path. Yeah, and I'm feeling a very, very vulnerable and open heart here. On both sides, I'm kind of seeing that you got your guard up a little bit more. Like I have a Princess of Swords and Princess of Pentacles here, so that's more like somebody who's a little bit guarded. But him, I'm kind of seeing from his energy that you know, I've got a King of Wands here who who's committed to make this work, and who wants to invest, who wants to make this happen, and sees a lot of potential in this, and sees a lot of fulfillment in this. And you know, and currently, maybe, you know, maybe some people, some of you, I've got the Hermit on here. Some of you might be forced to take alone time, or have decided to take alone time. You both might have decided to take time to reflect on this intense connection between you guys, because there's a lot of love here. A lot of things are being brought up, and especially maybe more for you, that there's this very decisive, smart man, and this very youthful energy of a female that's kind of going, wait a minute, is this, hey, who are you? Are you cool? And needing some time to think about that. And you know, faith and love go without question is not healthy. So I do promote, you know, reflection and quiet time before acting. That is this, you know, reflection and contemplation, and not doubt, but questioning are really, you know, the source of wisdom. When you question, you know, you get answers. So I think this is like, if you, for most of you, it looks like you guys are having alone time, and maybe having a few days to reflect, but the intentions are pure. I've got lots of pleasure coming for you guys, lots of allowing, like allowing this to open, and I see a path being forged, a clear path, an open road in front of you, and it's paved with coins and roses. That's beautiful. I'm moved. Okay, I'm gonna get you some messages out of this channeled handwritten notes. Let's see. No, I don't want to look. Okay, I think, did one fall out here? No. So I'm gonna get this one out. My pain is greater than you know. So I don't know if you guys took this alone time and that's hurting you. So there could be, you know, being without you is very hard, and they're really missing you. And when you put up these walls, it really, they might have been like, yeah, okay, take all the time you need or whatever, and they might have been cool about it, but it really hurt them. And yeah, that's why I'm getting, maybe that's why I'm getting this somber energy out of this heart. Yeah, I think, you know, these walls you're putting up, and this defenses that you're putting up with your sword, and now this alone time, is really hurting him when the opportunities for love and fulfillment and pleasure are right there. And he's made the sacrifices, or he's ready to make them, that kind of thing. And why can't you see what I'm willing to do for you? That's the kind of feeling I'm getting from that. Let's do another one. There's someone else. So this is for you guys. For you guys, there's someone else maybe. It could be a third-party situation. If it's them, they're willing to give that up, and you're just like, well, you better give that up, and I'm not sure if I can trust you. It could be that kind of a situation. Maybe that's what's got you with these swords, and I could understand why you're like, stay away. Can I trust you? Right? Like if it's that kind of a thing. And also, yeah, those two definitely could be like a third-party situation. If it is, it's actually that they really want you and they're willing to do what's necessary, but maybe you haven't asked them, right? Or maybe it's hurting them. Let me see what else. I know you. So this is a past life connection. And there's some karma to be resolved between you guys. Yeah, I do see some karma needing to be resolved between you guys. And this connection has opened up the wounds of the past karma, or the past life memories that you guys have. And maybe in those past lives, you know, you weren't able to be together, and you had obstacles that never got resolved, or never overcame those obstacles, and you made a spiritual agreement to meet again next life, and that you would have the opportunity to overcome those obstacles in that next time. So I guess it's a time of choice and reflection. And I mean, if he is the one that has, you know, someone else, it's a time where he needs to choose, and you are guarded, and you're saying you need to choose on your own, and this is causing him great pain because he doesn't know how to choose. That could, for some of you, it's going to be that. I do see most of you are pretty much most of you might be imagining a lot of these third parties. Maybe it's most of you is going to be you. No. I'm going to pull more cards. It's confusing. But for a lot of you, there's a third party. Whether it's you that has someone else, or that's in a situation, or that's him that has someone else and has a situation, or you're both single and you're, you know, kind of going, well, between, is it, and you're dating several people at the same time, and you're like, so who's it gonna be now? The Devil, Eight of Swords, the Star. Well, that's another more confusing. There's a big mix of things. The Star, so they see you as the one. You are their dream come true. You fulfill their wishes, and it's like the star-crossed lover. And yet, you know, someone has made some bad choices and turned away from the other. There's lots of pain, lots of karma, lots of things for you guys to resolve. But you know, I still see that paved road right there. Like you've got the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles and the Princess of Pentacles. Like it's like almost like a flush, like all pentacles, like in your future, and for the connection. And I see that as a very, very, very passionate, very beautiful. Two people working together in harmony, being fulfilled. You know, I see all that happiness being so readily available for you, but just being blindfolded by dumb choices. So whoever is making some dumb choices or being tempted by stupid things, you know, put it down. Whoever, you know, I hope he, and I think he will. If it's him, I see that he can't walk away from this connection and wants to fulfill on this and will. And if it's you that's, you know, playing around and not being serious enough about this super serious connection, then my advice would be to get serious about it, and because that is a real offer that's on the table and it has real potential. So I don't know what obstacles you have. It might be a very complicated situation, so that might be easier said than done. But this deck is asking to give a chance to the situation. So I'm going to get the Goddess cards for you guys as some spiritual advice for you. Let's see. Undying love. Okay, so somebody has really truly experienced real love in this moment, and so hold that in your heart. Yeah, this is a beautiful card. So I do see that for you as an advice card is look at the seriousness of the situation and use your heart to make the choice. And you can combine reason and logic and groundedness in your choices, given doing a lot of contemplation and meditation. Journaling, those kinds of things will help you now, because this love is true, it's karmic, it's like a twin flame deck. The only thing missing is the Empress or the Queen, but everything else is pretty much here. You know, the potential is there. And again, I'm seeing this road being paved. It's like, yeah, the road being paved with coins, with gold and roses, and you just have to walk that road. I do see that. But there is pain to be resolved. If there's pain to be resolved, there is the work available all over the world. Different therapies and things are available to heal past life pain, childhood pain, you know, even just resolving issues from past relationships, and those are available. You can download my free ebook with meditations that help you heal and become the divine female, which is very attractive and you know, able to manifest a harmonious and balanced relationship. Do tap that bell button and like my video, please. It helps our small channels to get more established. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I do hope that helped you. So bye for now. Hi guys, this is your love reading if you chose the shell. Welcome to your reading. I'm going to be looking at how he's feeling right now about you, and in the general connection. I'm going to be looking into generally this connection if you chose this shell. So I'm going to start with a 12 card spread and go into the channeled messages, handwritten notes, and I'm also going to be choosing the other oracle cards intuitively as we go along. Let's see. Hope you guys are doing really well. Also, hit that bell button to receive notifications about new uploads, and don't forget to like this video if you're getting value, which I hope you will. I wrote a free ebook on how to manifest love and come into your divine female energy. There's a link below. Click on that. Lots of meditations and free tools on programming your subconscious and really attracting and manifesting a harmonious and balanced relationship. Four of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, King of Swords, the Hangman, Six of Pentacles, Justice, Eight of Wands, Strength, the Fool, the Magician, the Empress, ooh, Prince of Cups, Seven of Swords, the Devil. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to look at how he's feeling about you, like how he feels about you right now. So I do see definitely you have the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. So I do see there a lot of pleasure. He sees you. He really feels that you are definitely you're the one. You're very attractive. You're very beautiful. You know a lot of things, so it's not just physical. You have knowledge, you have wisdom, you have many qualities. He sees you as the complete female with many qualities to I'm getting a sense of admiration, somebody who has overcome obstacles, who has developed themselves, and he sees that you've overcome things and has the capability to heal themselves and have a lot of strength and almost like a magic-like quality about you, and also having great practicality. So he feels that you are definitely a wonderful partner in life. So yeah, let's see at the thought energies in this connection. So I do see kind of a new beginning. So some of these were in the last spread as well. So I have Seven of Swords and Six of Pentacles and the Fool. So it looks like there's a new beginning again. Like, so this is kind of a newer, really, if this is a newer connection, a newer relationship, then it's a new beginning, or somebody in the relationship, that could be you or him, that just went through a divorce or just making a new beginning for themselves. Maybe they just moved somewhere new and just quit their job or started a new job. So there is definitely a new beginning and a new feeling about this. There is the recent past that was being left behind and being dropped, and looking on to the future with high hopes and great expectations, and the will to be happy and the wish to be happy, with a new beginning and starting from scratch. So that's kind of what's going on overall on his side of the connection, that those are his desires and that's how he sees you. In terms of the karmic and the outside factors that are in your connection, I do see some temptations or past mistakes. There could be some legal issues around your connection. Maybe a divorce hasn't finalized, or a job, a contract. I do see the ability to overcome any of these obstacles, any obstacles that could happen. But I do see some temptation to act inappropriately sometimes, but ultimately overcoming that. So I'm gonna look a little bit more into why these temptations, and the the Justice cards, what the karma is in the relationship and the outside factors. So let's see. The Emperor. It's good. Two of Pentacles. Three of Cups. So how do these explain the karma of this? So I feel like this is that he definitely sees that you guys are meant to be, and he can make this happen if he chooses the right path. Like he sees that you would give him pleasure, and that this is like that this is meant to be. And this is a karmic connection. This is a past life connection. Like if you're wondering if it's real or not, there's an Empress here and there's the Emperor here. So there's definitely a lot of karma involved. There's the outside factors of almost you're meant to marry this person. Like he feels like you're meant to marry each other, and that you will be destined to be happy together and overcome the minor obstacles that there are. Because I do feel like there's been some hastiness and maybe a little bit of a questioning of each other's intentions, and maybe some of the negative aspects of the personality have come out. There's what happens sometimes is when the karma comes up and the past life and the childhood memories come up in a connection, people just stop acting, very their best selves. The fears come up and they run, or if there's a fight or something, they start drinking too much or indulging too much. But he looks like you'll overcome that. But he is slightly prone maybe to indulge just a little bit. But he's got a lot of capability here. I do see a very capable person, a very loving person, somebody who truly would sacrifice a lot for you. And there is a lot of karmic energy. Again, definitely a meant to be type of connection. Definitely. Yeah. Let me see. What else do I have? I'm going to look at the channeled messages here that are handwritten. Why am I not grabbing one? Okay. Okay. 2 came out. Oh, 3 came out. Oh, okay. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to hurt you. So this goes to me with a Devil card, that maybe there was some bad choices being made, and if you feel like, my God, like I can't believe you're like this, I can't believe you're doing this, that he really regrets that right now. Pure love. Okay, so he has a complete love, and this is I'm feeling that this is definitely reciprocal. Both of you guys love and admire each other, and really see the great potential in each other and having the ultimate happiness together. That's so beautiful. I'm not mature enough. So, what's that? Well, that makes sense with the devil here, that you know, he made some mistakes and some dumb stuff, and maybe reacted a little bit weird, or you know, again, I see a little bit of an indulgent, like maybe just like drinking or doing some stupid stuff or saying stupid things or doing other things that are slightly foolish, and he, like, yeah, he wants to make that up to you. He wants to overcome that and do what it takes and fight for you. I do see him wanting, like, he's ready to fight for you and overcome any obstacles you're putting up because of this thing that he did. And I do see that that's good for you to be strong, to stay strong, have firm boundaries, and allow somebody to grow into the man you need him to be, which looks like he will. Overall in the connection, you guys are definitely meant to be going through this with each other right now. You guys have definitely karmic connections and karmic ties for a romantic relationship, or possibly an official union like a marriage or cohabitation. That is definitely resolving past life karma together, and building something, like the great potential to build something. I do see that for you, and great love. But I mean, the advice for you would be right now to keep your strength, keep your boundaries, and let's see, the Hangman and Prince of Cups as advice next to strength. I feel like I'm gonna pull some more cards out of the tarot and then go on to the other decks to see what more you can do to come to the divine female and come to divine love for yourself in this union, in this connection, or without. The Moon. So the Tower, Prince of Wands. So I feel like if there was a lot of emotion, and if there was a tower moment, or if you need to create a tower moment out of your emotion, maybe, you know, contemplate your actions more carefully and not act just on emotion, but act also on reason and logic, and use your strength and assertion to not just overpower people, but to express yourself in a true way, with compassion and kindness, but without letting down your boundaries, if that makes sense. Okay, I really hope that helped you. I love you, and have a wonderful day.